I guess I really am becoming like my favorite YouTubers in terms of consistency, huh? Recently I've been getting really depressed or defeatist, shocker I know, about not really seeing the reason why I should try if nothing will change as a result. I used to have this really depressing phrase that I would repeat to myself over and over again, which was, there's no point in doing anything if I'm still going to be alone. And it was under this idea of there's no point in me reaching out to someone and me showing how much I care about someone, me trying to get closer with someone, if at the end of the day I was still going to feel disconnected with them, I was still going to feel lonely, I still wasn't going to feel that genuine connection with them. And that caused me to definitely not try as hard in my relationships as I could have, or not put effort into certain relationships just because I felt like there was no point in doing it, as nothing would change. I was still not going to get what I wanted. I've had this mindset with many different things. What is the point in even going to the gym or working towards my goals if at the end of the day I'm still going to be in the same place that I was before I got those things, or that nothing's really going to change? And usually it's been with regards to loneliness. It's kind of been this idea of, what's the point in me getting my dream physique if at the end of the day I'm still not going to have the relationships I want, still feel depressed, sad, anxious, lonely? Or what's the point in even working on YouTube videos, things like that, if after all I do I'm still going to end up feeling unsatisfied, depressed in my relationships? It's that same mindset that makes change impossible. You're basically disqualifying yourself from even getting that benefit of where things can change with your belief that they won't. So there's no point in even trying. It's been this mindset that has haunted me, or at least messed me up, for the past couple years, and discouraged me from actually trying to do the things I want to do, because I felt that at the end of the day I was still going to feel the same, nothing was going to change and nothing was going to happen. But nothing changes if nothing changes. If I stay in that same position and I don't actually put effort towards changing things, then how can I expect anything to change truly? In some ways I think it's a defense mechanism. Don't get your hopes up, so that you don't have to deal with the disappointment of, if you do achieve your goals and things stay the same, that you don't have to deal with that pain. But I think it's truly impossible to achieve something like getting your ideal physique, or getting 1 million followers, or making a song, or whatever it is that your goal is. I truly believe that with any difficult endeavor, I think once you achieve that, there's no way things can stay the same, if only because the person you will become through that journey will be so different from the person you started as. If only because you yourself will be different, your whole life will be different. It would have been worth it. And it's also really impossible that your internal world, that way in which you have changed, doesn't start to reflect outwardly. Because as we all know, your external world will always reflect what's going on inside. If you feel really shitty and bad about yourself, your external world will reflect that. It's just fact. Nobody can deny that. Whereas once your internal world has changed, there's no way that your external world doesn't also change to reflect that. This conversation I had with one of my friends at a party a few months ago, we were just talking about how so much of this, of success or achieving your goals, just comes down to, obviously it's so many different things, but we just brought up this idea that if you think it's not gonna happen, there's literally no chance it can happen, because you've already cut yourself off from that possibility. You won't even want to try. What's the point in me putting in all this effort to make this song, to write these lyrics, to try making the best rap song ever, if I'm still going to be broke, nobody's gonna like me, I'm not gonna be able to take care of my family, I'm still gonna be insecure afterwards? When you have that mindset, of course you're not even gonna try to make the song, because you already feel like it's pointless and there's no reason for you to do that. But it's when you believe that it's pointless that you decide not to try, that the chances of actually getting the results you want always become zero. As long as you're trying, there'll always be that 1% chance, 0.01% chance, at least, of you getting the result that you want, of things changing for you, of you actually getting everything you ever wanted. But you have to open yourself up to that possibility in the first place for that even to become possible. But I don't want to live like that anymore. It's not productive. It's caused me to waste so much time in the belief that nothing was gonna change, but that's not true. The only way that you're gonna get out of that depressive stupor is by taking action. It's by taking action, by actually doing the things that feel pointless, making your bed, taking a shower, going to the gym, working on your goals. The only way you're gonna get out of that depression where nothing feels like it's worth doing. I'm speaking from such personal experience. I've had that so many times. There's no point in me going to this hangout because I'm not gonna get closer with anybody. There's no point in me making this YouTube video because it's not going to increase my subscribers. It's not going to increase my popularity. I'm not going to get better at this through this video. There's no point in me talking or reaching out to this person because we're still not going to become close friends. I've told myself there's no point in me going to the gym because even after I get that dream physique, I'm still going to be lonely and I'm still going to feel bad about myself. I've told myself these things for so long and I'm tired of it because it stopped me from making the progress that I've wanted all this time. The only way you're going to get out of your depression, out of this feeling that things feel pointless, that there's no reason to do anything, there's no reason to try to connect with that person, there's no reason to spark that conversation, there's no reason to do that thing, go to the gym, even work on myself, work towards my goals. The only way you're gonna get out of the feeling that everything is pointless is by taking action. You're never gonna be able to convince yourself while you're doing nothing that, oh, maybe if I do this, I'll actually feel better. You're never gonna be able to have that objective ability to convince yourself just by doing nothing. You have to take the action because then its worth will show itself just through the pursuit. I feel better when I make these videos. I feel better when I go to the gym. I feel better when I reach out to that person. I at least sure as hell feel way better than I would have if I had just done nothing. I know that's how it is. I can speak for myself in that the action themselves makes it worth it. And you will feel that too. Even if you're not seeing the visible progress of whatever it is that you're doing, it's the action themselves that show you that it's worth it. Even if it was just you feeling slightly proud of yourself for like 10 minutes afterwards. Or no, that's not even true because that feeling of pride will stick with you throughout the entire day. I know that me making this video, I'm gonna be more proud of myself for the entire day than I would have if I hadn't made this video. Because I know I'm working towards a goal. I know that I'm working towards helping somebody. And that's what I think the most important thing is just constantly taking action so that that little voice in your head that keeps trying to convince you that it's pointless to even try, it's pointless to even do anything or care about anybody, so why don't I just lay in bed and scroll Instagram for 5 hours? That little voice is always going to be there. The only way you can get it to shut up is by going through the motions, taking those actions and showing your brain that no, I was being an idiot. I feel so much better when I do these things. So shut up, brain, I'm not gonna listen to you. That's the only way I feel like. That's the only way that's worked for me. So if you're similar to me, that's what I'll suggest you do. Take action. See that regardless of the results, even though I truly do believe that the results will come with enough sustained action, just disregarding that, forgetting the results for a second, that taking action itself is always worth it. It's never pointless to do anything. Even if you can't see the tangible results of it right now, it's never pointless to do anything. It was never pointless to try. Let's say somehow you don't get what you want. It was never pointless to try because you'll still become a better person out of it. It was never pointless. Nothing's ever pointless. It's never pointless to try. So take the action. Just take the action. Even if it's simple as making your bed, taking a shower, going to the gym, writing that one sentence of that song you want to work on, even if it's recording this one YouTube video, even if it's texting that one person and expressing your gratitude towards them, even if you don't become best friends with that person out of it, it was still worth it because you and that person's lives will be just a little bit better because of that. You will feel better, I promise you. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. But nothing I say will be able to convince you, so just take the action and prove it to yourself why nothing was ever pointless. That's all I want to say in this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Love you guys.